Have to say?
I might change my plea to guilty. I shot Thomas McVeigh.
This is a good thing. David's going to prison. It's what you wanted, right? John, the man who shot your father is going to prison.
You just pled
relieved?
guilty to second-degree murder, Mr. Vickers. I assume you're aware of the ramifications of changing your plea.
I'm pretty sure I won't be doing my time at Club Fed, if that's what you mean.
No. But there are mitigating factors in your case. You were a minor at the time of your offense, and the fact that you're cooperating now, I'll certainly take that into account when your sentence is determined.
Your Honor, the people request the defendant be remanded into custody until sentencing.
I don't see why that's necessary.
Mr. Vickers is a serious flight risk, Your Honor.
You had an opportunity to make your case at arraignment, Mr. Hughes, at which time I saw fit to grant bail. I see no reason to rob the defendant of his last days of freedom.
What about the two kids who grew up without a father because of this man? Look, I know David Vickers, Your Honor. And if you let him go, he'll come to his senses, he'll change his mind, and he'll run. Your Honor, how could you be lenient with scum like David Vickers? Has he conned you too?
You're in contempt of court. Your outburst just cost you $1,000, Miss...
Natalie Buchanan, and I'm not finished yet.
I suggest you sit down and be quiet before I have you taken into custody.
You know, I better get Tommy out of here. Come on, I gotta go.
Sit down before you make this any worse.
Judge, he's gotten away with murder for over 25 years.
That'll be $2,000. Care to raise me?
My Uncle Todd was almost executed because this man kept his mouth shut over another crime. So, yes, he may have a guilty conscience, but he has a selective one.
One more word and you'll be on your way to lockup for the night.
Your Honor, if we could just revisit the evidence...
No, Mr. Hughes, we're finished here. This court is adjourned.
Your Honor, you can go ahead and lock me up. I've said the only goodbye that matters.
Let's go.
He'll never be sorry enough to make up for what he did to you. Excuse me. Are you going to tell me what you meant about David's plea not sitting right?
Yeah, I'll explain when you tell me what you're doing talking back to a judge like that.
Well, I couldn't help it. I mean, you went around the world to catch your father's killer. And I saw what that did to you. If the judge let him go and David skipped town, then...
I'd have gone after him.
Yeah, well, I would have done anything to prevent you from having to go through that again. So, can you just tell me why you can't be relieved?
It's not that easy.
Easy.
25-year-old cold case, and now it's all sewn up, no loose ends. This isn't over.
Maybe you just don't want it to be over.
What do you mean I don't want it to be over?
Well, you've been torturing yourself about your dad for all these years. It's been your mission in life, and now that you don't have it to agonize over, what are you going to do with yourself?
Oh, thanks for the dime store analysis.
Don't be condescending with me,
It's not
John.
about being condescending. Something's missing. Vickers is too stupid to be behind all this.
Okay, fine. You're not going to be happy until you know the truth, so let's go. Let's investigate. We'll figure it out together.
We're not partners. Not on this. I'll call you later.
Where are you going?
Back to the beginning.
Everything okay?
Is it ever? Judge Lee, may I speak with you for a minute?
I'm not going to reduce your fine, Miss Buchanan.
No, I want to apologize for my outburst in court. I mean, I know you're just doing your job. I'm just really worried about my friend. He's been looking for justice for all these years.
I respect your wanting to stand up for someone you care about.
Well, thanks. I don't think he appreciates it so much, but...
Well, I hope for his sake he did. I've been dealing with victims and victims' families for a very long time, and without the support of their loved ones, they never really move on. Don't give up on Lieutenant McVeigh. Whether he knows it or not, he needs you in his corner. If you'll excuse me, I'm due back in court shortly.
John, you're going to get on with your life one way or another. And that's correct within a third of a mile? Great, thanks. Okay, John, Atlantic City, here I come.
Don't do this. You got your whole life ahead of you. Look, it's Christmas. I got 2 boys waiting at home for me. Let's make this easy on both of us. Just put the gun down.
Someone's missing. She's gonna see it.